What's the one thing that you have got to change if you want any sort of lasting impact in your everyday mental health, your relationships, your own physical health, your life, your employment? I'm going to let you know as we go for a walk. I'm Dr. Karthik Ramanan. I help ambitious individuals and self-criticism with tools and strategies to create optimal, everyday mental health. If we're just meeting for the first time and you know that you need to just silence that negative voice in your head that doesn't allow you to move forward, to do the things that you care about, and really to lead a purposeful life, well, I'm here for you. I'd be honored to help you along the way. Let's go for a walk. Today we're going to talk about what is the one thing that you've got to do if you really want to make lasting change. It's honestly the single most powerful strategy to create any sort of change in your life. And that is, we'll jump right to it, change your environment. Change your environment. The people you hang out around, the job that you do on a day-to-day basis. It sounds like a lot to ask, but hear me out here. There was a time, not too long ago, where I felt like I was successful by the standards that society says we should be successful by, right? Had a very well-paying job, working in New York, was able to pay off my undergraduate debt, was able to help my parents with their credit card debt, and give more to charity than I ever thought I could at that age. But there was something missing inside. And what was missing was a real sense of purpose and a real sense of just doing work that was meaningful, living a life that was meaningful. And what I realized at the time, well, what I didn't realize at the time was how much it was simply a function of where I was. Because here's the thing, I loved the people that I worked with, but I didn't like the work. I had great friends, but I didn't feel comfortable opening up to a whole lot of people. And how that changed was effectively a function of changing my environment. So this past weekend, I was at a conference called Grow with Video Live in Las Vegas. My wife and I went and we met a whole lot of friends that I'd connected with online, many of whom are YouTube content creators as well. And it was a single day conference that I just felt so connected with, like, my people, you know? It was incredible because we could have conversations about things that really matter. You know, these are people that want to make a significant impact in others' lives, and a lot of conversations I had were really, what's stopping you up here, right? Is it the self-doubt, self-criticism? Is it perfectionism, right? Whatever it is. And here's the thing. I was so at home with them because it was also, you know, I spend a lot of time creating content and whatnot, and a lot of the people in my physical space around me don't quite understand what an online business looks like and what telemedicine looks like and whatnot. So it was really refreshing to be around people that got it, right? So I spent the whole day just in passionate conversations with people, learning from the people who were putting on the conference. And it really went the entire day. And here I was with, you know, recovering from adrenal fatigue, without much sleep, traveling, expending so much energy, right? Having intense conversations all the way up till, you know, the end of the night. I get back to my Airbnb with my wife, and she goes, I haven't seen you like this in years. And I said, what do you mean? She said, I haven't seen you this passionate, this alive, this truly you in years. In years. And that's when it really hit me how critical it is to spend time with people who fill you up, who fill your soul, people who you can serve people who inspire you. Our life is too short, way too short, to be spending it doing jobs that we hate, to make money to spend on things that really just impress others, right? So that we can go further into debt and then work to try to get out of it. And then what? We grow old at one point, we start dealing with chronic diseases. And once we go too far down that route and we can't turn back, what do you have? To me, the one thing I am the most afraid of in my entire life is regret. That feeling I can be 92 years old, wake up one day, look back on my life and say, what did I do? What was that for? No, I want it to be meaningful. And the only way to make it meaningful is to spend time with people who you find meaningful, right? So whether it's your friends, and that might mean some awkward conversations, cutting some people out of your life, to let them know, hey, I love you, I appreciate you, but if you're going to continue to be this way, I have to spend less time. It's for my own sanity, right? Whether it's family, right? And it's the same thing. If people are not on board with the life that you are trying to build, the everyday mental health that you're trying to build, the ending of self-criticism that you're moving toward, well, maybe they don't have a role for now. You have to be able to create new spaces for you to spend your time, your energy in. Your heart needs to be with people who inspire you. And I learned that this past weekend. You know, my wife watches my every move for the last, 5 years that we've been together. And for her to say that she's never seen me be as me as I was this past weekend really just reinforced this idea that it is not an option. It is critical. It is a non-negotiable, critical aspect of moving forward, ending self-criticism, creating optimal everyday mental health, living a purpose-driven life. You have to spend time with people who inspire you. And look, it's going to be hard. I understand that. It's not going to be an overnight process where you just, or maybe it could be, you just cut people out of your lives and move on, right? But here's the thing. I believe you can. Because I did. And if I can, you can. It's really that simple. I'm no different than you. We're no different than anyone else. We're all capable. Your past does not dictate your future. You dictate your future right now with the present. Change your environment, change your life. I implore you. I believe in your greatness.